take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big
first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the ground, Michel. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. They'll run for the first time now with James White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Now Michel. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jerry Hughes. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. From the gun, here's Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
A 22-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoff and getting points on the board right away.
And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for a 1st down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
38-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
He's across
the corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
by the Patriots.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The 34-yard line.
Now Newton. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll go down at the 28.
Complete to Jacoby.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The open man is Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Allen hit. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. From midfield, here's Allen. This one into the hands of Burton. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Newton on third down. Flush to his right. Airing it out deep for Smith. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll start on the ground with Breda. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Patriots take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Patriots.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, Newton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jonnu Smith,
New England.
50 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And he's able to find Diggs. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On the ground, this is Michel. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Taken down.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him to have 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. He's going to let it go again. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
He's got Burton here, and he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Not ahead of you, baby. I see you over there. You scared.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Brings up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go with White on the counter. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
At the 35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Trey Burton there to make the grab. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Patriots.
Ready? Look at it. Set. Get in the right room. Get in the right room. Jump. Ready?
They defer to White out of the shotgun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Toward the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Newton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen going deep for Diggs. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st down, here's Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
22-yard line.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. And it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
To Matt Breida. Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 5 yards remain on second down. Allen to throw once more. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And again, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Bills have taken the lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cow.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Levi Wallace with a pick.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
So after the INT, it's Allen. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. And here's Allen operating from the gun. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Second and a yard.
Allen now looks to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Trey Burton, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Trent Murphy. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Jerry Hughes. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down at the
a gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Allen going to throw. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs.
And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
On the tackle.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 27, Newton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, Newton. The open man is Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
New England.
First down, here's White. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ball carrier. Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle.
Here's Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw on third down, Newton. Aguilar has it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. From back at the 8 now after the false start, another try at 1st and goal. To the air again, Newton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 5-yard line.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team,